So all of you try to do it. What is the functional value at x is equal to 2? What is f of 2? See, when x is equal to 2, what they have given, what is the function? It is k into x square. So what you will get? K into 2 square. So what will be that? 4k, isn't it? Correct? So what will be left hand limit? Yes, good. So what will be the left hand limit and right hand limit? Find out. Yes. So if you are finding right hand limit x tending to 2 plus f of x, what you get for x greater than 2. So x tending to 2 plus means here x is greater than 2. So for x greater than 2, what is the value of the function? It is 3, correct? Yes. So here we know it's given function is continuous. So functional value and the limiting value both are same. So here we can equate this. 4k is equal to 3. So what will be k? K will be nothing but 3 by 4. Correct? Left hand limit, you get it as 4k itself. Limit x tending to 2 minus f of x. That will be 4k itself. So all these three values should be same. Then only we can say a function is continuous. Yes. So understood, right, how to find value of k? Because it's already given, function is continuous. We need to find for what value of k. So just you need to equate right hand limit, left hand limit and the value of the function. Then that time you get the value of the unknown function, whatever is unknown variable. Next one, try this. What will be the functional value at x is equal to pi? What will be f of pi? K into pi plus 1, correct? When x is equal to pi, you have kx plus 1. Isn't it? What will be the right hand limit? What will be RHL? Limit x tending to pi plus. Pi plus means when x is greater than pi. So what will be the functional value? Limit x tending to pi plus cos x. What is cos pi? Cos of 180. Tell me first, you have learned this. What is cos of 180? Yeah, minus 1 or 1? Yeah, minus 1. Good. So it is minus 1 and one student is telling it's 0. Who is that? It's minus 1. So equate this with this. So what you get? K pi plus 1 should be equal to minus 1. So k pi will be minus 1 minus 1. So this you'll get minus 2. So what will be k? It will be minus 2 by pi. All are getting same value. Yes, good. Understood, right, how to do? Just equate the functional value with the limiting value. That's all. Yes. Next. Let's move on to the next problem. We'll finish this exercise today. Do it. What is the functional value here? Do and tell me the answer fast. What is f of 5? 5k plus 1, correct? What is the right hand limit? You need to find your right hand limit, x greater than 5. So limit x tending to 5 plus f of x. So you get limit x tending to 5 plus 3x minus 5. So that will be 3 into 5 minus 5. So 15 minus 5, that is 10. Now just equate f of 5 with limit. So what you get? 5k plus 1 equals to 10. So what will be the value of k? So 5k is equal to 9. So k will be equal to 9 by 5. All have got? Yes, Aditya, good. Tasmia. Then who else has replied? What about other students? Are you all doing it? Shall we move on to the next one? So next here, what they have asked, find the values of a and b such that the function defined is continuous function. So how to do this? So it's given function is continuous, correct? We need to find the values of a and b. So here, what will be f of 2? Yes, good. We have to check that x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 10. So here, what is f of 2? F of 2 is 5, correct? And x is equal to 2. What will be the functional value? Functional value ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? X is equal to 2 ಆದರೆ it's 5, right? What will be the right hand limit? For x greater than 2. Yes, ax plus b. So substitute. So we get limit x tending to 2 plus f of x will be ax plus b. So what you get here? 2a plus b. All are getting? Yes. So next what you need to do is you need to equate this f of 2 with the limit, right hand limit. So what you get? 5 is equal to 2a plus b. You get. Now what you have to do is find the value of function at x is equal to 10. At x is equal to 10, what is f of x? Yes? It's 21. Good. So it is 21. Now find left hand limit. Limit x tending to 10 minus f of x. So what will be left hand limit? Right hand limit again you will get 21 itself. So no need of doing it. Only left hand limit you find. Left hand means when x is less than 10. So you have what you get? Limit x tending to 10 minus ax plus b. So just substitute 10 in place of x. So 10a plus b. So now equate it to this. So f of 10, we know this. 10a plus b. So f of 10 is nothing but 21. So 10a plus b. So now what you have to do is, you have to minus 2, minus 1, equation 1 from 2. So what you get? 21 minus 5. What is 21 minus 5? Yes, tell fast. Yes, good. Rachana has replied. It's 16. 10a minus 2a. We'll get it as 8a. B and B get cancelled, isn't it? So, what will be a? Will be 16 by 8. What is 16 by 8? It is 2. Good. Now, substitute in one of the equation, either in equation 1 or B, you will get value of B. Let's substitute in equation 1. So, it will be 5 is equal to 2 into 2 plus B. So, 4 plus B. So, what will be B? B will be equal to 1. Yes, good. Good, Aditya. Understood, right? How to do? Yes, Tasmiya. B is equal to 1. Good. So let's do the next problem. I hope everybody has understood. Satvik, artha aitalla? Let me take your attendance. 1 second. Yes. Yes. Next. Next, what we have to find here, what we have to show here, show that the function defined by f of x is equal to mod x, that is modulus value of cos x, is continuous function. So in the previous class we have discussed about composition of functions, isn't it? Remember, composition of two functions. Do you all remember? Yes, so the same method we need to apply for this problem. So here, let me take h of x as, yes, function of functions. Good. H of x is, let me take it as modulus of x. And let me take g of x as cos x. So what will be f of x? F of x is modulus of cos x, that is nothing but h composition g of x, isn't it? What is h composition g of x? What is g of x? G of x is cos x. What will be h of cos x? See, h of any value is modulus of x. So here in place of x we have cos x. So h of cos x will be mod of cos x. Correct. So here, if you see, we have proved modulus function is continuous. We have done this, correct? And also, we know cos x is continuous. I have proved this in previous class that cos x is continuous. Isn't it? Do you all remember? So what we can conclude, since h is continuous and g is continuous, a function h composition g is also continuous function. We can conclude. Correct? Yes. So let's move on to the next one. Have you done this? Have you f of x is equal to cos x square? Did I solve this problem? Show that function f of x is equal to cos x square is continuous. Have you all done this in the previous class? I think sin x square we have done. What about cos x square? We'll do this. See here, h of x you need to take as cos x. G of x, take it as x square. So what will be h composition g of x? That will be h of g of x. That is h of x square. We know h of x is cos x. H of x square will be cos x square. We know x square is continuous. Cos x is continuous. So h composition g also will be continuous. Got it? Let's move on to the next one. Examine sine of mod x is continuous. So how to do this? That time we proved modulus of cos x. Here sine of mod x. So here what will be h of x? If we take h of x as sine x and g of x as modulus of x, then what will be h of g of x? H of modulus of g of x is nothing but modulus of x. So h of x is sine x. So h of modulus of x will be sine of mod x. So this will be sine of mod x. So we know this is continuous. G of x is continuous. And h of x is also continuous. So we can say h composition g of x is also continuous. It's continuous throughout the real number system. So we are just telling it's continuous. Next one. So here what we need to take? Yes, Aditya, it's by algebra of continuous of functions. So find all the points of discontinuity of f defined by f of x is equal to modulus of x minus modulus of x plus 1. So here directly you can write, see, modulus of x is continuous and modulus of x plus 1 is also continuous. And by algebra of continuous functions, we know difference between two continuous functions is again continuous, correct? We have proved this. Difference f minus g is continuous. If f is continuous, g is continuous, then their difference is also continuous. Isn't it? So directly here you need not use composition because we have separate here h modulus of x and modulus of x plus 1. So directly you can write let some h of x be equals to mod x and some g of x be equal to x plus 1. Since we know modulus of x is continuous and absolute value of x plus 1 is also continuous. So we can say difference, that is h of x minus g of x is also continuous. So I have discussed all the problems from the exercise. You can just go through them. Have done all the problems of continuity. So go through them today. If you have any difficulty in solving, you can ask me. Okay. I have done all the problems. I'll be sending the notes. I hope you have got the notes of matrices chapter. Yes. Did you all get the message regarding postpone of the exam? Yes. So you have got more time. So prepare well. Yes, it is on 16. So prepare well for the exam. You have notes also. So go study all the exercise problems. In tomorrow's class, let's discuss the part which Ramya ma'am didn't do. That matrices, the last part which is remaining, no, we'll complete that. If possible, we'll complete the determinant properties also. So go through the matrices chapter. Okay. So thank you, students. See you in tomorrow's